So first we want to find f of 3. Well, again, remember f of x, well, the x has been replaced with that 3. The x has been replaced with the 0. And so when we look over here, we use this top one if x is less than 1. Well, x is not less than 1. We use this middle one if x is equal to or between 1 and 2. And 3 is not between those. When x is greater than 2, that's when the output is simply 3. Well, x is greater than 2, and so our output is 3. Notice where else our x value is greater than a 2. Here, our x value is greater than a 2, so the output we know is already going to be 3. I don't see anywhere else that the output is greater than 2, so those are going to be my two outputs that I already know. It's going to be 3, because that constant value of 3. Well, moving on to the next one, f of 0. Well, I look over here, and 0 is less than 1, so I'm going to want to use this piece. Because 0 is less than 1, I'm going to use this top one. I'm going to plug it in. 2 times 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 means our output is 3. Once again, we have an output of 3. Moving on to the next part, negative 1. Well, again, I'm going to use the top one. Negative 1 is less than 1. So I'm going to use this top one once again. This time I'm plugging in that negative 1. 2 times negative 1 is a negative 2 plus 3 gives me a 1. When I put in a negative 1, I got out a positive 1. Moving down here to f of 1. Well, 1 is not less than 1. 1 is equal to 1. So I'm going to use this middle one. I'm going to plug in the 1. Negative 1 plus 2. Negative 1 plus 2 is a positive 1. When we put in a 1, we got out a 1. And finally, f of 2. 2 is equal to 2, so once again, I'm going to use this middle one. Negative 2 plus 2, that'll give me 0.